So if you're discouraged this morning because you think, I just can't overcome this temptation. I just can't seem to get past this issue in my life. I can't seem to figure out how to get my marriage the way that it needs to be and honor Christ in my marriage. If you feel like your Christian life is a struggle every day, that's normal. In fact, if your Christian life is not marked by some degree of striving, then it may be that you're doing it wrong. Because according to Jesus, cross-bearing disciples, it entails some form of dying to self daily. So you love Jesus more than your family, you love Jesus more than your own life. How's that? By denying yourself daily, taking up your cross and following Jesus. Now, I saw this over there in China. I met several men as we were training them in the Christian faith that this was a reality for them. You can read the news and it is flooded with stories of Muslim girls or Muslim boys who become Christians, and because they choose to treasure Christ and love Christ more than Muhammad, they in effect have chosen to hate their mother and their father. And you can read news stories about Muslim men who murder their own daughters and sons because of their conversion to Christianity. I met guys in China who came to faith in Christ, and because they believed that Jesus was calling them into ministry to preach the gospel, that would entail them having to spend money on a seminary or on training or maybe leaving and dedicating themselves to the work of the ministry. And then their wives would look at those men and say, if you leave, you are dead to me. You are no longer my husband. You are no longer the father to these children. And I listened to those men with tears in their eyes talk about the sacrifice that they would have to make and did make because of their allegiance to Jesus Christ. That's what this is talking about. And yeah, maybe we don't feel it in the West, maybe not yet, but this is what it means to be radically committed to Jesus. Loving Jesus more than your family, loving Jesus more than your own life, that's radical commitment. The third cost.